Welcome to the party. I'm your host, Zoe CLC, and today we're going to be watching more Only Murders in the Building. I'm not going to waste any time. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content. Bob and always appreciate it. And let's get into the video.
Believe it or not, I love people.
What the fuck?
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh, you didn't. I don't tell. Every schmuck is
Hang
getting
on
one.
a second. Hang on. Now, I know I reached behind me to grab this, so it seems like I use this often, but there's like dust on it. Okay, there's dust. I don't use this. This is a pen.
I don't even know what they are. I just don't always trust them.
I think it's interesting that they brought her back, though. Like, what are we gonna uncover from this flashback?
They have a bad habit of leaving.
Oh, that's so fucking sad.
Keep it in your pants, perv. Things, though. Things
What?
I trust.
Takes it.
Things are made to last. From place to place. From generation to generation.
She just takes shit. Okay, good to know.
It's why I take stuff and keep it. So the people can stay with me. If that makes me a klepto, so be it.
It does make you a klepto.
Because when the people we love are gone,
But
and
you
memories
didn't love
fade,
those people, so it's kind of
what the
weird.
hell else keeps them alive?
Like, I get the fidget spinner one because you were actually really close with her, but to keep everything else, that's random. The wallpaper on that was great. It's just so, I just love it. Cobro. That's so, wait. Cobra, I'm pausing it so I can say this real fast without ruining what is about to happen in this scene. Cobro reminds me of Zack Ryder and Santino Marella. Were they a tag team at one point with a name like that? I need to look it up. I'm looking it up. I need to know. Team Cobro. Yep.
Sit by the aisle. Makes the table seem smaller. Thank you.
Guys, that's great advice for when you're out by yourselves.
Don't even think about it.
I wasn't. I'm reading. By myself. Catching up on my reading.
I read in my
Honey and
house. I don't
always used
read
to
out
split
and
it.
about.
So where are your friends? Murder them too?
Oh.
I always used to say there are 3 types of people. Alive, dead, and dead to me. Bunny was dead to me a lot.
Those are great
Not
categories.
Once did she apologize when we fought.
So, what? You apologize?
That's
Me?
crazy stubbornness.
Fuck no, what did I do? Time passes, you forget what you're fighting about. Thank God she wasn't dead to me when she actually died.
Yeah, that
Oh,
would have
but
made
Mabel,
that
I'm gonna
all
die.
the worse.
In fact, any...
Thanks for breakfast.
Oh! I love that.
Wait, is that...
That's such a genius move.
He wasn't going to use it.
He? Is that the hanky Ben was holding the night that he...
You can't... That's from a crime scene. You can't just take that. Lunch and dinner. That's only a 10. I thought you was gonna have to put down like a 50. Like, what?
Thanks again for helping.
You're welcome. Glad I could be here. Yeah, she is kind of crazy for that.
Yeah, well.
The fact that she's taken this long to talk to his brother is crazy to me because I've been, like,
Do you know Dickie?
thinking it's been Dickie this entire time. Like, the Bronager, sus.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. We'll let you know.
Everyone stinks. Where are the decent actors? Why are they being kept from?
He
I feel like
was
we're working
gone.
off old
That's why
lists,
we
like
love
ancient
Oliver here.
crusty lists.
Cliff, darling, please. You know how upsetting it is for me when you stress dance.
It's upsetting for me too.
How do you do it? I have an idea.
Hurrah! But run it by mommy first, in case it's a stinker.
I'm gonna go make a call.
To who?
Was he good for the odd laugh? Maybe. We had fun. But this isn't about
I
fun.
need to make up already,
Charles
okay?
not
This is
committed to our show,
stupid.
And I will take passionate.
Who? Well, I pick you.
The fact that he's laying on the floor.
Sorry, is he okay?
That's what he does when he loves it. Thank you for coming in.
Right. He loves it so
My guy
much.
came through. I knew it. Our guy is on his way.
Yo!
Who's your guy?
He
The
jumped
ringer from your middle
hella
school
high.
play?
Did y'all see
Some
that?
less famous
I
offspring
could
of
never
Mark
just
Platt?
do that. Like, no hesitation on it, too. He just went,
Sweet
jump,
mother of
like,
son
right up.
life.
I could never.
That Putnam guy's a monster. Oliver? He's no. He's already recasting?
Yeah, we have a show to run.
So quick as a whip, gotta pick which pick and trip with it.
Why do I recognize this man?
I've had sex.
Oh, MB and I met years ago while sheltering during Superstorm Sandy.
Scary time. 2 weeks at the Ritz-Carlton, almost no room service. But
What?
we survived, and now we're friends for life. Well, when Cliff called, I just dropped everything.
Rich
Nice
people
work,
problems.
sweetie. And Matthew. Well, this is what we needed all along. A true stage veteran. Enough with these fussy
Charles is
film
in the
and TV
background like that.
franchise phony balonies.
And no
Charles
one's
Hayden
noticed him.
Savage?
Exactly.
No, I mean Charles Hayden Savage.
Oh, there we go. He said, relatable. Not that I, like, look at people through,
Charles.
like,
I see you.
See, that came
lurking in
off
that way
wrong.
You do, making sure everyone knows you're here.
No. Let's.
okay. We love that.
Shedding labels.
Yeah. I'd watch it. A snake who fights crime sounds really interesting to me.
Didn't peg you as a Cobra fan.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Huge.
Seen
I just
every movie.
love how it's about shedding labels.
Wow, that's insightful. Which of the
I love
movies
that.
is your favorite?
Let's go with the first one.
Cobra 2?
2?
Return clean, but I started thinking.
I'm going to stop you there.
Ooh.
If you came looking for a juicy nugget for your podcast or maybe a story to sell to the Daily Mail, you can try somewhere else. I'm not your guy.
That, you know what? That's a fair reaction.
God, even after he's dead, everyone's just trying to make a buck off my brother. It's fucking gross.
Like, I know it seems like
But I
he's
guess that's
being,
the
like,
world we live in.
rude, but, like,
Hey, excuse
I
me,
would
there's a
understand
minimum
this
bid on your
reaction coming from him, though. Like, this makes sense.
And I told Mel Brooks, what if it was a musical?
Not with the gut milk.
You know, I don't normally.
It's-
enjoy
oh
a
my
name drop, but
God.
that was delightful. Oh, Oliver, my kids need me. Oh, Oliver, my girlfriend left me. I only have a little fishy left, and I'm afraid of being alone. I mean, this is the theater. What else even is there?
I agree, totally.
We can't have
So,
people
I
having
think I
personal
understand
problems.
The constable, but I'm going to need your help to become the constable.
That's a
It's
lot
part
of
of my
notes we have tagged.
When I did war games, I taught myself to write code.
Incredible.
For my role in
Why?
election, I started teaching high school and dating some students.
Okay.
If the constable has a list,
Wait,
I have
pause.
a list. If he carries a, can you get me a gun?
Anything you want. When you come back tomorrow,
This
this is
man's
going to look
crazy.
like Charlton.
How to talk to women? Honestly, I get it.
Incredible. 38th time is the charm. Don't do it any better than that.
38?
People might think it's an A, so we don't have to change anything else.
He's from Manhattan? Well, slap my ass and call me Mamie. This changes his entire relationship to his profession.
No. Does it really?
A kid from Manhattan in the 1890s. The city boils with
Oh
ethnic
no.
tension. Irishmen, Prussians, the era of the bicycle craze.
Yeah, Oliver won't
the
be able to handle
horse-drawn
this man,
trolley.
and he'll get Charles
Yeah, this
back
calls for
because he
some
can't
rethinking.
handle it.
No, it really doesn't.
Back to the piano, please. Three little babies.
He thought he was
and
done.
their bas-
A guy who, by the way, was always fucking up, insensitive jokes, DUIs. Oh, the dick pics. The thousands of dick pics.
Thousands.
Never read anything about the.
But he still gets all the credit for everything. Story of our lives. The fame, the Cobra franchise.
That's so sad.
Sorry,
Sounds
You
like
know,
he was
you
really
could have
good.
just gone off to
Oh, yeah.
do your own thing, right?
but sometimes
Like, you had a
I
choice
think a person's
in some
just
of it.
But I think we owe it to your brother to find his real killer.
we did. That's
No.
the only silver lining. That maniac's locked up.
I guess I never bought that Greg was a killer.
I never bought it.
Didn't he chain you and Charles Hayden Savage up in a basement?
Did I buy it a
Yeah,
little
but
bit? I think I
can't
did.
picture him
But, like,
hurting
you know.
Ben. I mean, he loved him.
There's no story here.
I think there is a story, and I think you're trying to cover it up.
But I need to make up with them.
So you're gonna let a hanky solve your problems? Use your fucking words. Look,
You have a
even if I
piece of
wanted
evidence
help,
from a
which I
crime scene. You
sincerely
can't
do
have
not, I
that
don't have it,
anyway.
okay?
I saw it.
I got some moron to pay me $7,000 for it. Snooze, you lose.
You so.
Only $7
But I
grand.
need it. Mabel thinks it may belong to the killer. Who'd you sell
We
it
could have
to?
gotten more.
What are those snakes?
Do you think he doesn't get invited in?
Over 2,500 performances, and you never got a chance to see it?
Yeah, well, the times never worked out for me. Anyway, did you have any problem?
You didn't tell him in any way you were open to his ideas, did you?
Well, I
He
might
may
have.
have.
Told him he could.
Oh, Oliver, you're fucked.
Great. Love to hear it. The what? The times! The times don't add up.
20 minutes early, which means he died at 12:26. Greg was already gone. He couldn't have pushed Ben.
Biggest brain in the entire room.
Oh, ha.
Mabel.
Some pretty fancy equipment you have there.
Right? Syndicantic's not the only one with access to top-notch equipment.
I mean, didn't he make documentaries? I feel like this would make sense. So you could do the voiceover.
Thrown into
I am way ahead of you on that. The Bloody Mabel podcast. Huh? I think it's sexy. Puts you front
It's
and
actually
center.
kind of great.
I mean, it's a terrible idea, but hey, man, nice to meet you. Oh, wow, you're the guy from...
Yeah,
Wow, you're an
he
interesting
sure
guy.
is.
What's that?
He said he liked your poster. Really captured my eyes.
Right. That's
What's up
totally
with the
what he
flyer?
said.
Oh, B. Glenroy. It's Ben Glenroy.
Duh.
What, the B is
R!
an
It's an R!
Yeah,
They
R.
added in
Sometimes a man's
the
name actually
loop
starts
on
with
the
an R.
bottom, so they
Okay,
would
so
say it was
it's
Ben.
an R for what?
But it wasn't
Richard?
Ben.
Thing of it then, but
Okay, so what? Cobra was Dickie's creation and
He's been upset
Ben
about
just
it
stole
for
it and
years.
made millions off of it?
But
all
did
the while
he
Dickie's
kill his
doing
brother?
everything for him? Damn, that's cold.
I'm now starting to doubt it
That's
because they think
loaded.
it's him. Whenever they suspect somebody, I usually end up saying it's not going to be them because it
And
usually
just to be
isn't. But I
clear,
actually
our
really
theory
think this one
rests
makes
entirely
sense.
on this B.
From my research, they were trained to keep their hands low by their firearms. So they would point like this. Never like this,
Who
but this.
cares?
I don't know, this feels so false.
Go home.
Excuse me?
Go home. I've had enough
Go
of your inane
home.
questions, Matthew Broderick. Nobody cares what denomination the constable is or how he'd finger a mandolin. The constable is just the
Oh, I'm not lurking. Lester wanted to inspect the peepholes because evidently some of them had been installed backwards. So I said, well, I'll do it. And he said, you know, the good time is 2 a.m. So
Oliver's so
I
happy to see
just
this man.
wanted to say, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Aw.
apology accepted. Friendship is...
Joe, I just want to hang out.
Of course, we'll do that all the time. 8 shows a week. And
8
Broderick,
shows a
you're
week.
fired.
Wait a minute. Wait, this guy? I've seen him get outacted by a horse.
Maybe he was. But I'm guessing that horse
Maybe he
enjoyed
was,
himself
no.
on set that day because he got to spend it with Charles Hayden Savage.
There we
who
go,
was
real
probably
friend.
kind to him. And I bet that horse didn't realize how good he had it until he had another scene partner on
I feel like
another
he's
set
talking
who
about
just
something
wrote
else,
him and
you know?
wrote him and 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 wrote him until he couldn't take it anymore. And I bet
He
that
needs
horse
to watch
wishes
his
he could say,
heart. We
"Sorry,
don't need another
you
heart
can't."
attack.
Not because he's a horse, because he's a little.
He needs to hit his
messed
little
up
button.
emotionally. So all he can do
He
is
hasn't
hit
been
himself,
doing that.
And
It's a bit more than just a mic, huh?
In terms of software, do you remember what Oliver was using? You know what? I'm gonna go
She
in
has
on it.
no
Should be
idea.
pretty straightforward.
I think I'm just gonna record this on my phone, okay?
She doesn't
sure.
feel comfortable doing it. She likes
Thank you.
her normal.
Solve 3 murders that way. Isn't fun.
Bro, he really set this all up though, just to be told. I'm actually just gonna record it on my phone. Oh, what's his advice? Oh, it wasn't advice. He was just like, yeah, me too. Got it. Oh, she just misses her friends. I get it.
Uma.
And changing the way she
Sneaky
records the
devil.
podcast
Took that
would
hanky right
feel
out of
wrong
Ben's
to her.
dead hands. How did
She doesn't
he
want to
miss
do the
that?
podcast by herself
You
in the
and
first
Mabel
place.
We're in hysteria. But I did draft a text. Ended up deleting most of it, and then I accidentally sent her a comma.
A
I haven't
comma?
heard back. I really messed up with her.
Why did you erase that mirror?
I need to show you something.
Oh, finally he's gonna show them. Or Charles, at the very least.
I don't think she did it.
Oh my God, that means she's a killer.
Why?
Oh, please,
He's not the
Charles.
best
It's
at
not like your
detecting who the
instincts
killer
on
is.
These things are famous.
What if we took this and gave it to Mabel as a peace offering?
Win her back with a clue.
Yeah, show
Or
her you're
You
gonna
could
be
just
serious.
Suck it up and apologize.
You can do both.
To some extent, I behave. You know, it.
I like how they got dressed up. Oh.
Are you the movers?
Movers.
I'm not paying to unfuck your hernias.
Huh?
What? She had to move.
So, who did kill Ben Glenroy?
That's the question.
Maybe it was someone who had a reason. Money, jealousy, something to prove.
Of course he's the one that bought it.
Maybe all of the above. Flying solo this time, in the search for answers on a new season of Only Murders in the Building.
No way she said
Hashtag
solo.
Bloody Mabel.
Bloody
Yeah.
She's leaning
I
into
heard
it?
And it's time to reopen the Glenroy case.
Here we go. We got it reopened, y'all. Mabel is so good at solving murder. It's actually kind of concerning. I do think it's interesting though how she's kind of leaning into the Bloody Mabel thing. I know it's like a marketing strategy, but I feel like it's one that she's been really opposed to, so it's interesting to see her actually like go with it. The decision to still put it on the same podcast, say you're going solo with it, without talking to the other people that are involved in it, is also an interesting move. Like, I feel like that's not really gonna work out. Obviously, they're gonna make up, but like, what a weird move that was, in my opinion. I like how Oliver and Charles have made up. Love to see a friendship come back together. Dickie. I've been suspicious of Dickie since the first episode, as we all know. Of course, now though that Mabel has kind of made him a suspect in her own mind, makes me think I'm wrong. But let me know what you guys thought of the episode, and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content. Bob and always appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next video.